ran into Andy Crowe at the Florida State Boston College game and his wife Marcy.
Go Noles!
Noles!
Let's do this!
Former Golden Girl,
Golden
right?
Girl, that's right.
So you guys were at FSU back 90.
93.
Yep.
Graduated in 95.
Yep.
And Andy was a long snapper
I was.
for the national championship team. We were talking earlier about that Notre Dame game, and then you remember it as being cold that day?
Oh man, cold and overcast, windy day. I can almost remember it like it was yesterday. It was, and Marcy was there. We had my whole family was up there, and it's one of those days you just can't forget.
Yeah. So then the next week they get upset, Boston College.
Yeah, I remember in the training room getting ready for our game the next week, watching BC kick that field goal to beat Notre Dame, which gave us that chance. And we had I forgot who we played that night. I think it was NC State. And we blew them out. The next week after that, we go to Florida, and we had that famous Warwick Dunn down the sideline to take that one and put us in the national championship.
That's right.
So that was amazing.
So were you the long snapper for Bentley's kick against Nebraska?
Yeah, I was a long snapper for that kick. And
What kind of pressure was that?
I tell you what, it was. You know what though, we had done it so many times, and that combination with Cannell, and we had just done it 1,000 times. So it was, looking back, I think it was more pressure. I think of it as more pressure now than at the time. At the time, we just automatic, just went and did it.
Yeah. So what are y'all doing today?
So we live in Boca Raton, Florida. We've got 3 boys, 17, 15, 13, and I work for a company called Ferguson. I've been there since graduation at Florida State. I've been there 25 years.
Yeah,
and
you got hired at Career Day.
I got hired at Career Day at Florida State, and we moved down south.
My hometown.
To her hometown,
Yeah.
and we've been there ever since. Love South Florida.
25 years.
Isn't that crazy?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
So what does Florida State mean to you, both of y'all?
Gosh, it means
it's
the
kind
world.
of like our second home, really.
I know.
He's a hometown guy, and so we go back all the time. We're a big part of like going to the games, and we're raising our kids to be Seminoles. And my senior now, we have 3 boys, and he wants to be a Seminole, of course. So keeping his fingers crossed that he gets in.
Yeah. We make a point to get back to homecoming almost every year and do the parade and just get up at least one home game a year.
Yeah.
And our kids have been raised doing that, so they feel like that's their second home.
Yeah.
They really do. They
Absolutely.
do. It means, and being in Miami, being in South Florida, there's a lot of Miami fans, so it's fun to keep that garnet and gold flag going down there for us. And it's a fun. We're Noles through and through.
So how did your experience at Florida State help shape who you become?
Gosh, I get asked to this day what Bobby Bowden did for us and meant to us, and how he was as a coach. To this day, he's been a male mentor for me for forever, in life. And he has an impression on us, and even having the Florida State pride while we were there. Take just the Seminole pride. We raise our kids with that, and it's just who we are.
And I think for you, more than anything, like just that hard work and being the work that it takes to be a college football player. That's a full-time job. It's like a 40-hour-a-week job, and then you're doing school too. And so for him to transition into like the career world he's just been rose to the top, because he just has that work ethic.
I always thought, at the practice field of Florida State, we always had the word enthusiasm, if you remember, across the entryway to that field. And I say it all the time at work, because we've got a lot of people that I get to lead every day, and I always say, man, you can't teach enthusiasm.
Right.
And when you go to work, you got to have that, and it's
You have to hire it.
Yeah, right. And it's so important to have that. And I still use that. I said, man, we walked into practice every day, and the first thing you saw when you crossed that field to go on that practice field, it said enthusiasm. And you can teach blocking and tackling, but you can't teach that. And I still use kind of that line with my guys every day, and it's stuck with us, So it's
awesome.
cool.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
good to see you.